I knew this would happen. A GOP gubernatorial frontrunner has declared he no longer wants one vote, one person. Literally, he no longer wants that in his state. This is such an interesting story. Let's put up his picture full mass. Former Parker Mayor Greg Lopez, who holds the top line on the 2022 Republican primary ballot, says Colorado should create an electoral college system for electing candidates to statewide office. Okay, let's talk about the impact of this state proposal that would eliminate one person, one vote. The plan, which would be the first of its kind on the state level, would give far more voting power to Coloradans in rural areas, conservative counties, and dilute the voting power of those in Colorado in more populous urban and suburban areas. Even as turnout numbers vary over time, the sheer number of rural conservative counties would create a built-in advantage for Republicans. Those of Colorado have elected just one Republican governor in the last 50 years. So if this actually works, which by the way, they are dead as serious about doing this. If this actually is implemented, if they're able to get it done, it would guarantee Republicans would win for 50, maybe 100 years at that level. There's more background. NBC 9 News analyzed how the proposal would work in lieu of details on the plan, all right, from the actual campaign. 9 News sorted the 2018 county turnout percentages in the gubernatorial race and sorted them into equally sized tiers as possible, assigning 11 electoral votes to the highest turnout tier, 3 electoral votes to the lowest turnout tier. Under Lopez's plan, the governor's race would have been a runaway win for Republicans who lost the actual race by double digits when each vote was weighed equally. That should come as no shock. What are they doing? They are figuring out ways to manipulate laws in order to stay in power. That's what they're doing. Now, while I stand completely against this anti-democratic method, you have to wonder, when in the hell will Democrats get creative and do something? This is creative. Evil, yes, but creative. Now, I didn't even know this was an option until I researched this story. To transform your state electorate so that you, as the conservative and minority party in that state, could retain power virtually forever. Lopez was clear that his goal was to stop the citizens of Colorado from being equally counted. He's not hiding from this. He said, and I quote, "It's not about one person, one vote," Lopez said at the May 15th campaign stop. "It's about true representation." That was his exact quote. And the man is a competitive candidate in Colorado to be governor. Listen, this is what we're fighting against. This is the level of corruption. The corruption has become so normative, nobody's hiding it anymore. They're not hiding this. He's telling you, no, I'm not for one vote, one person, one vote. That's not representation. I'm for the Electoral College. You know how crazy the Electoral College is? Out of all of the countries that America has colonized by force, you know what they did not give them? An Electoral College. You know why? Because those countries would have never bought that garbage as democracy. That's why. The Electoral College system in our national presidential election is rooted in racism, is rooted in slave era tactics in order to give southern states more power. That's it. All right, Farron, thoughts on this?
You know, what terrifies me about this is that you have other states as well Texas, Georgia, Florida, where I'm sitting right now, they're gonna look at this and they're gonna watch it intently. Because if this is something that if Lopez wins and he's able to do, just like with every other Republican idea that starts at the state level, if he has success, you're gonna see this pop up in every state across the American South 5 months after he does it, within 5 months. Again, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina is a state where Republicans could definitely benefit from. Ohio, Pennsylvania, just all over the place. They're gonna start moving to this because they know this is a way we can secure power. If we delegate this number of electoral votes to these tiny populations, limit what the high population areas that lean Democratic everywhere in this country, limit what they can do, we can have pure Republican rule for eternity. At least for my lifetime, your lifetime, everybody watching this will be long gone before the demographics have shifted enough in this country to finally end that Republican rule. It's always a slope. There's always this slippery slope with them, these little test cases that they do in one state, and when they get the success, boom, it's everywhere. We've seen it, God knows how many times in the last 6 months alone. This will be the next one, and this is the one that could truly reshape the United States as it exists today.
In a significant way.